I always have a premonition of losing something. That's what she told me.
Oh yeah, we're back, and I'm doing The Place Promised in our early days. Another great film directed by Makoto.
Those clouds.
Yeah, Makoto. I was thinking about it. Makoto Shinkai, a great director. I reviewed one of his movies earlier, Voice from a Distant Star. Great short film. This is its first feature long film, hour and a half, but still pretty long, you know. Co-directed though was also Yoshio Suzuki. So, man, let me go off. This is a great film. Somehow the setting is Japan in 19 something, split up. The northern Japan was taken over by the Soviet Union. They refer to it as a union a lot, but you can tell it's a Soviet Union. And then the rest is the U.S. So there you go. It sets in 1996. That's where it starts off on. No, actually, does it? I don't even know. A couple years before, around that timeline, 1996, because the kids don't have cell phones. I was trying to figure out the timeline and shit. But basically, that's what the world is at right now. And it's pretty tense. The Union built this giant fucking tower in this middle of this island. That's basically what the kids were looking at, and then can't get there because it's part of the the north, the Union part of the north, and they have family there, and then they live in the south. So yeah, it's one of those kind of movies. It has interesting concepts. The whole concept of different dimensions, and somehow through our dreams we go into these dimensions without knowing, and maybe they're trying to get to those dimensions and shit. It's just crazy ass theories, man. It was a great movie. The music was great, and our characters, even though they're actually connected directly to this theory, they're just trying to fly a plane there and see this tower close up. Yeah, you know. And so our first character is Hiroki Fujisawa. Sorry if I butcher the name. Main character, him and his friend had this plan one summer to build this airplane that they found crashed, build it, fly to the tower, see the tower, and basically enjoy their life, you know. He goes into saying that he never wants this summer to end, and that's basically, I mean, I've experienced that myself. 1 year, you know, I never wanted it to end. It was a great year. For him, it was that time. Building that craft. Of course, he has feelings towards the female protagonist. And this is his friend, Takuya Shirakawa. Both of them are building this airplane together. They both have very much similarities to each other. They finish each other's sentences when one of their chief mechanics, their boss, asks them, why are you picking this engine and shit? They answer exactly the same. They're best friends, you know. Of course, you know, best friends fight. And you'll see that throughout the movie. But he's actually intelligent. He goes on later on in the movie to be a physicist, and he's actually pretty intelligent. He's the brains behind the operation, even though the other guy is pretty smart too. And this is a main female protagonist. Not tied in with them until later on, where she is promised that she can fly with them to the tower. She explains that she has family in the north. Her grandfather, who's also a physicist, and yeah, she keeps having these visions of the future, and before the summer began, she disappears, and that's where our movie begins. I'm not gonna give you any more because of spoilers. And then besides them, we have Okabe and the Professor Tomizawa, characters that help these kids out. Okabe is a boss that the kids work for during the summer to get parts for their plane, and Tomizawa later gets introduced and is basically head of this research facility that researches is fucking different dimensions and the tower. What are they doing? What's the unit up to? Of course, they do seem to have a very close connection to the kids. Actually, they show this scene where they seem to be doing the same thing the kids are, building a plane. But I don't. They don't really go into that a lot. And we have Maki Kasahara. She's introduced halfway in the movie. Also part of that project to learn more about different dimensions and how to get there. Her specialty is brainwaves and sleep, and it gets more complicated into that because one of the characters is into that. I'm not gonna ruin it for you because you gotta watch this movie. But yeah, and she also becomes a love interest for one of our main protagonists. Da-da-da. But yeah, man, this movie, wow. To be his first directed feature film, and I've seen most of his short films before this. Wow, it's beautiful. The scenery is amazing. I was blown away by the animation. Even today, you watch it. It was 2004. Yeah, watch it today. A beautiful movie. Music was okay for me. There's probably one sound score I downloaded because it was awesome and it's the main one. Other than that, the music was okay. Definitely thought it was better than Voice from a Distant Star. But yeah, wow, I was blown away. The story, I mean, when I was going into this movie, I was at the place promised in the early days. What's this about? But the tension, war dividing, war segregating, war basically putting a lot of pressure on these kids, whether it be from North, South, the Union, the United States, Japan. It just gave it more depth, especially towards the end and the ending. That was what brought it up. The story leading up to that was great too. I felt well paced. I was entertained the whole way through. And the climax reached, and it was amazing. And through all that, it shows you how war can affect people. Granted, we're in war right now, but it's not in our backyard like it is for these kids. And with all that, I'm going to have to give it a 7 out of 10. And I know, right? After I praise you like that, you thought it was going to be a 10 out of 10? No, it's a 7 out of 10. Like I said, the music was okay. I was like, okay. It could have been longer. I actually wanted more. The ending gave me hopes for something. Did they stop the war? Didn't they? I don't know. But it's a good film. 7 out of 10 is still a good score. It's good. Yeah, right? It's good. It's a good film. Go and watch it. Hey, thanks for watching this. Hit that like, hit that sub for more. I'll catch you all guys next time.